how many of those conversations move forward to some point in the pipeline, whether it's a, hey, they had a good connect and now it moved to a scheduled call tomorrow to talk further. That's positive movement, right? Forward movement down the pipeline, down the path to a deal. This is why we talk about KPIs so much, guys, because the KPIs enable you to start looking at this stuff very simply. Like a lot of these questions are overcomplicating things that should be really simple, because if you know what your numbers are, then it's like, okay, well, we're not getting the output we want. What number do we want to change? How do we change it and we see what happens, right? So Luis, with process stuff, again, pre-qualify the lead. I don't know what that means for you. And then follow up until they sell us the house. Follow up until they sell us the house. Okay, how often? How are you following up? Are you just calling them? Are you calling them once? Are you calling them multiple times? Is that happening all within the same minute, hour, day? How many days apart? Is it 9 to 5, Monday through Friday always? Or are they calling at any point 6 to 8 p.m. or on Saturdays? Are you sending a text? Are you dropping a voicemail? How many times do you do the sequence? Then how many times do you rest? Like, you see what I mean? There's so many different ways. There's so many process pieces in this. You have to start asking the right questions. The KPIs tell you kind of where to focus. They tell you, they narrow down the questions that you start to ask. So you got to start to be more specific. And if you're hiring an acquisitions VA, please, like, I hope this process is already figured out, because I don't know if you have this defined or you don't want to type it all here, but like, if you don't hand somebody a good process for them to follow, and then you're like, oh, they didn't work. Like, whose fault is that? Is that yours or theirs? If you're getting that VA from somebody, hopefully they have a process they're already kind of trained on that like would answer these questions. So anyways, again, guys, those numbers change a little bit. Just get your basic KPIs. So like for acquisitions people, it's really easy. How many calls per day are they making? How many connections, right? No matter, it doesn't matter the outcome of the connection at this point, just how many connections. So like how many people are they getting in touch with? That's the first number that tells you something. And then how many good conversations are they having? You can define that a lot of different ways. So I don't really like that phrase. It's more about how many of those conversations move forward to some point in the pipeline, whether it's a, you know, hey, they had a good connect and now it moved to a scheduled call tomorrow to talk further. That's positive movement, right? Forward movement down the pipeline, down the path to a deal.